Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 44-degree Saturday, the 31st of May. This will be the last day. Now, don't be fooled by the sudden sunshine that's been out for the last 10 or 15 minutes. It actually rained 2 different times. These rogue clouds coming over. And I think finally the grass is probably dry enough I can mow it. But it's like I got my watch on me. Yeah, 3:31 out here now. So I was editing my video. It was supposed to be cloudy, but zero chance of rain today. Then I hear Sasha out there just freaking out. That's usually a sign she's got herself caught around that pole and she can't figure out how to get it back. She does good. She gets around it and she knows how to undo it, but sometimes she crisscrosses. But anyway, so I go out to see what's going on. I step out the front door and the sidewalk's all wet. And I'm like, what the heck? It's misting rain outside. Grass, everything's soaking wet. And Sasha, she still hasn't gone into her house. She'll go in to, Kelly will throw a doggy treat in there. She'll go in there and retrieve it, but she won't go in there to get out of the rain or anything. There's Daddy roaming around out there. You just see his little tail bobbing. Day boy. That's my boy. Except for you're not coming at me, you're running away. But anyway, Sasha was just soaked. So brought her in. Kelly took a nap. Sasha lays behind my chair there, which I gotta constantly wash because it's on rollers. I'm afraid I'm gonna roll over her fur and she's gonna try to get up. And I don't realize I rolled over. See, this is what I'm talking about. That stuff, oh wow, the clouds are moving south. Got a northerly wind here. That's not good. I get started out here and get soaked. I just ran around and did some weed eating first. And about to go drag the old lawnmower out. Got to put gas in it first thing because the last time I cut, I used up all my gas. But we went and got gas the last week. But or whatever day it was we went. And anyway, let's go tackle this lawn. See what we can make out of the day after that. All right, pray it doesn't rain on me. I swear it's as thick now as what it was when I cut it a week ago. Yeah, that's just crazy. It must be the combination of warm sunshine and pouring down rain just activated that grass, just like I fed it some kind of steroids or something. Anyway, let's roll with it. 2.5 hours later, the lawn is done. There's a few very, very iffy moments that I thought for sure you could literally smell the rain. I don't know how it didn't drift over and get me. But she's all done. There's a truck with a trailer going through there. I see Sasha's oh, she's up against the barn. Oh, I didn't put my bistro table back out. Man, that was actually, although I could do it faster because the grass was very even. Instead of there's like some really thick spots and like there was last time, it just gets like a jungle out there. It was more even, but it was probably 2 or 3 dumps of the double bags more than the last time, shockingly. I think the grass is just more concentrated or something. But yeah, that was, I think it's 3 or 4 weeks gap before the last time when I cut it last weekend. And that Saturday I only got the front done because I had so many interruptions. And then on Sunday I did the back here. But yeah, equally as bad of a cut, but it went quicker. If that makes any sense, I could move along faster because there wasn't any really super thick spots that, if you hit them too fast, it'll choke everything up. It ends up choking up in the chute. You try to shove too much down there too quick. But I hear Sasha over here. Let's go see what that dog's up to here. I hear you rummaging around over there. She was so happy when I was done. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, okay. That's a little spot. Okay. You're all right. That's a nice, cool spot, huh? That ground looks nice and moist back there. Yeah, it feels good to have that done. So I set my bistro table up here. Decided to sit right here for a minute or two. Man, I can't begin to tell you how relaxing it is to just come out here and sit at this little table, the wind blowing. You can hear it blowing in the trees over there. The birds chirping. The, lions in the mist field going on out there. But very kick back. When Ryan or somebody must have watched one of my videos or something, because when we met Ryan and Mikhail at Tractor Supply yesterday on the way home, he goes, I need to get my tractor out there. He can't, he says, I'm probably just going to have to go out and buy a trailer. He goes, the guy always needs a trailer. I go, oh yeah. One of the most handy things you can have is a big powerful truck and a big old trailer. Something you can put cars on and everything else. I thought he had trailers, but he was just borrowing buddies. Day boy. Hey, buddy. What are you up to, huh? You out making the rounds? Yeah, just checking stuff out. I don't know what he got. It was like a little cut on his nose, and I think it's just as it's healing, the scab or whatever, is no hairs growing around it. Come here, buddy. Dang. Let's see your little face here. Yeah, see your face. See on top of her nose, Kelly put some little sabby stuff, I don't know what it is he puts on. I think he goes out and tries to rub it all off. Where's your Aunt Abby? Abby and Madison have been very strange today. Both of them are clinging to Callie and I. Abby's even walking around with me as I'm mowing the lawn. She never comes out. I don't think she's scared of them, but she tries to avoid it. She would just go off somewhere and sit down. But she's literally kind of pacing me at times. So, I don't know. Kelly's going, that's really weird. Dogs sense when something's wrong. You just got to figure out what's wrong. So I know it kind of weirds you out. Dang, no being that old grass. Let that stuff alone there, dog. Crazy old hound dog. So, we go to get Sasha and Danny out of the cage, and Danny gets the zoomies, and that just sets Sasha off. Sasha loves wrestling and playing with him, and so we can't get her to stand still. She's just pacing the thing, and you're like, Sasha, if you calm down, I'll hook you up, and you can get out and go play with him. Quit running around. Gotta capture her so you can hook her up, meathead. But anyway, I'm gonna go inside for a little bit, see what the mama's up to. It's good to get that lawn done. Really, really good. I love that it was never supposed to be sunny today, so I guess the gift of sun at the end was the rain at the beginning. I'm telling you, I don't know how well those dark clouds showed up earlier when I was filming, but when I was mowing that lawn, it was coming right over me, and like I said, you could smell the rain. I go, well, here it comes. I'll just keep going until I have to stop. Never a drop. Alrighty. Now, does that tank bag fits like it belongs here, or what? It's crazy how strong those magnets are. I mean, that sucker is flat on there. Look, I can shake the whole bike. That's crazy. But, you gotta be careful if you're doing some serious off-roading. I would probably put the straps on it, because they will when you crash or drop it. But it doesn't really go anywhere. If you're out putting around on the trails and stuff and you topple over, depends on what you have in it. If you got heavy stuff in there, she's gonna go for a flip. But get this thing all set up. I just need to go somewhere on it. Kelly and I keep talking about different things, and just we're short-handed at work, and well, the weather just hasn't got to that point either. But yeah, it's crazy how short the parts department is. Crazy short-handed. So, you know, anything going on. I even had a doctor's appointment thing that, you know, it turned out to be a over the phone type of thing. So that worked out good. But, you know, if we had to go there, then things always end up some weird time where you're so off cue that, you know, going to work just doesn't make any sense. To drive and turn around and come back, and, you know, we usually just take a day off. But anyway, the old Himalayan. She's my Indian version of the little CRF, I guess, huh? But I love her. She's a lot of fun. Last week there when I took it for a ride, that was great. I was thinking about going for a ride tonight, but yeah, just it took me a while to get that hay fever to stop. I finally took something. I should have taken it, knowing I was going to mow the lawn. I should have taken it, but I figured actually I didn't think I was going to get the lawn done because the grass was wet. But it all worked out. Looks good out there. The old iron, I've been thinking about riding that thing here lately too, so I need to drag her out. Look, she's sitting out here and got dust on it now. Dang it. Nice thing about dust, you just roll a air hose out there and give her a good old blast and cleans it right off. And then you know, I put my stuff on it. I've been using the bug slide on that thing. That works great on that mat, and I just love that bug slide stuff. That works great. You know, and you keep it on, and like the bugs and stuff that hit the tank, because it goes right through. I just dampen that towel. Look at the bugs I got when we were out there. Holy moly. But, you know, I wasn't driving along at night. And, you know, you put the LEDs all around, and boy, that really attracts the dogs. The bugs. I was thinking of Sasha out there barking. The reason I was thinking of her too is her and I went for a walk. You know, I go down our gravel road. It goes way farther than I go, but they used to have a no trespassing sign there, and I just, you know, honor people. Say I don't want to be walking on their road. It's not really their road, but anyway, we get down there, and as we're getting towards the end, where it kind of spins to the left, and then there's a house that goes straight. I mean, right down with the X90, and I've taken you down there on like Z50 and little XR over there. We've gone down there a bunch of times. And anyway, we get almost to the end, and Sasha alerts to something. We're going down, and so she alerts to something on the right-hand side. So I stop, and she's all perked up and listening to it, and then, you know, I don't hear anything. You know, dogs can hear stuff. So we go a little bit farther, and she alerts to something again. I go, "What do you hear out there, she?" So I'm sitting there, and I'm listening to, and I don't hear nothing. So we get to the end, and she kind of meanders around, sniffing around, and I said, "Well, let's head on back." So we're coming back, and we get back to about that same area, and she alerts again. So I stop and I listen, and I hear something softly crackling through the woods, and then it just stops. So I just sit there like really still, just listening, and I'm just, how you can breathe, so you know how you can hear yourself breathe. You just kind of do that when you kind of open everything up and you make no sound when you breathe. And I don't hear it again. So we walk a little bit further. Now, I heard it before Sasha even alerted to it. And I heard a snap, crack. And then I'm listening, and I hear this very soft, like a soft footprint being set down. So this went on more than halfway back here, and finally it stopped, and Sasha quit alerting to it, and whatever it was, she was just dead silent and just listening, very intensely listening. And Yeah, usually when something like that, there's a cat following you. And I'm not talking about a kitty. They're definitely around here, but something was following us off to the side and making very soft steps. A person couldn't do that. I mean, absolutely could not do that. It's the underbrush is so thick over there. But you remember I'll grab my I'm on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Maybe I'll grab the DJI Action 5 and just stick it in my pocket and take her for a walk. And you know what? Need to do that sooner than later. It's end up getting too dark out there. So anyway, hope you like the take bag. That will work fantastic. Give you kind of a view of going down the road. I love down to the single wire on that thing too. I just, on this thing, I would just not use the cameras on there. There's enough stuff on there. You know, the wires for the lights and running the wires for the Auchi through there. That's more than I want in there. So anyway, you take the tank off, you know, and you see the strip of stuff going back. That's too much. But anyway, let's I'll grab that camera, and I need to put my boots on. And this is those little shoes. These are little junker things I got from Walmart's that I wore down there, and really super comfortable. I mean, they're so comfortable you can almost wear them as slippers. Well, I can walk in the driveway, that's perfectly fine, but going down that gravel road, you'll see when you go down a little bit, it gets very coarse, sharp rocks. And it's hard to walk because they just like roll under you and stuff. Oh, there, Pan America, you sure looking good sitting over there. Almighty. All right. You coming, buddy? What do you see out there? Beautiful out here. But it starts with her pulling like crazy. Leo does the same thing. Then they'll mellow out. Hey. There's a long ways down through here. It actually doesn't take me. What's funny is he follows behind on the way down and he leads us on the way back. He's a goof. I don't know where he was yesterday. He didn't come with us yesterday. Alrighty. This is that rock I was telling you about. I don't know how well the camera will pick that up. Damn. But it's really sharp and jaggedy. And it's worse in some places than others. You know, I just thought about something. I can't zoom this camera so if a deer or something jumps out, just be by gosh, by golly. That nose of hers goes 1,000 miles an hour. There's a couple of... Hold on a second. Danny. He's coming. Couple of good. See, there's a path right there. And there's a couple of big ones. That's probably where the elk and stuff are coming through. It's going awfully slow back there. That's one of those paths right there. Look how well beaten down that thing is. And he's doing that lag behind thing. But it was through here that the deer jumped out and it comes flying across, leaped over the fence. Is doing that four-legged dong, dong, dong. And all of a sudden hung a right and went out in the woods. Oh, remember you guys have been around a while. Let's go out to what we call the Black Forest. Well, they fenced that entrance and put a no trespassing sign. You'll be shocked when I show you what that looks like now. I think he's leaving us. But that's another one of those trails. Sorry about that. Definitely just hear nature and stuff out here. Hopefully it's all good nature. We were worrying last night. Yep, he's going home. I would think that would hurt their paws, but he runs out on the road. Comes down this way all the time. What do you smell there, Sash? She was stuff. It's spooky out here. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to show you. Because the fence and everything's knocked down through there. And you can see that hump there, all the vegetation's all knocked off of it. And she gets really excited when we get near it. She goes, Dad, stuff's coming through here. No, there's Sachi. Now he's sitting in the middle of the road waiting. What do you smell down there? Come on, let's go. I gotta keep moving. Half hour. You going the wrong way? No. No better. Half hour walking ain't gonna do me any good if I keep stopping. So, do you guys remember we used to take the one that came out here the most on was the XR100 when I had that, and then I don't remember what else I took out here, but that's the entrance right there. Look, even the private property sign is wearing out, but look at the trees back there. It was just underbrush. Remember, that was open. It was wide open going through there. You went straight, kind of veered to the left, hit a little dirt road, then took a left, veered to the right, and then you took a left into the black forest out there. Isn't that crazy? That's where Ryan and I and Kelly and I, or all three of us, would go ripping out there. Wish you were on the track of something here. You have blood. Look at her pulling. You have blood down there, dog. That's how you get wore out going home. I guess it's good for me getting drug along a little bit, but that's bad dog manners. Jesus, a long ways. This is where I stopped, because there used to be on that tree, or maybe it was on a pole or something, was a no trespassing sign. And that road goes way back and goes up halfway up the mountain. And then that's the people, they sold this house and it belongs to new people, and they got private property signs there. Remember that big old fire that happened out here a few years back? And all the ambulance or the fire trucks were flying up and down the road. It was that field behind. There's a new house there now, but that's where that happened, and they stopped it right before it went into that forest back there. Won't she? They do a rollback. But that's a road that goes into, that's the backside of that field that's, you know, beside me. And that used to be a road that went up. I used to punch you up that and you could see it. And that, you know, when I got that dirt road and it ends, I took the DR out there. I even flew, I think when I first got look at the opossum coming at us there, walking down the road. The goofy thing doesn't even know we're sitting here. What is that, Sasha? Must be a friendly little guy. You not even realize we're standing here? Oh, it's a little one. You know that those things are actually very, very clean animals? They're like a cat. They constantly clean themselves. I know you think that's a kitty, but that ain't no kitty. He don't have claws, but he's got a mouthful of teeth. And I have definitely seen them things fight. Anyway, we start rolling back. It was just as we come out of this turn and start heading straight, you could hear it walking through the woods back there. But that road, I go up past the cedar mill, take a left, and I take the highway and it turns into gravel. I go across that creek. Now you're snapping around out there again. She's not paying attention to it. That could have been just something fell. But anyway, that dirt road leads to that road. And it's been a private road for quite a while. We lost, remember Milo? If you go way back, that German Shepherd Husky mix, he got free. And somebody found him. We put a little notice at the Red Apple store. And they called. And you know, we described the dog and they took a picture and we go, yep, that's Milo. And they went to pick him up. Well, it was the last house before it turns into a dirt road. That's where he went. Had a whole face full of quills. Well, since that's all, I'm not going to keep stopping. I'll run out of video time here, so I'll just cruise on up. Sasha and I'll do a quick goodbye. We've already done the goodbye vlog. And I'll leave you with that. I still see Danny up there. I don't think he's moved. He's waiting for us to come back. Now he's just a speck from here. Come on, Danny. Danny's sitting there right around by that wheelbarrow. Just waiting for us to come walking around the corner. What do you think, Sasha? Was that a good walk? You about wore me out because you drugged me half the way. So you finally mellowed out. Kelly says Sasha's probably got Indian in her. Because her black hair, if she spends too much time out in the sun, her hair does that. It literally starts turning orange and red. Well, she's been staying outside way more than hanging out in her the cage, because suddenly she decides she's freaked out about the cage. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go here and we're gonna do the pre-recorded goodbye, because I thought it might be dark by the time I got back, or too dark. And we'll go to that, and that'll be it for the day. Sasha and I are going to go in. Sasha will crash out for about an hour or so, and then wakes back up and wants to go out and look for cats and rabbits. All right. All right. Thanks for coming along for the little walk. Goofy mutt. Well, hello there, YouTube. We're doing the goodbye before we take off on our walk, because I don't want it to get too dark. I've only got like a half an hour or so before sunset. That's actual sunset. That's not when we get dark. Mm-hmm. So we thought we would just jump into a little... We do that so often. We just want to do it while the light's out instead of trying to do it in the dark and figure something out. But got the lawn mowed. But
looks beautiful.
Lots of relaxation. The day turned out absolutely gorgeous in the end.
It did.
Well, it was touch and go this morning, though. Mm-hmm. I didn't think I was going to get that lawn done. Critters moving around. I was telling them about our little friend of some sort following Sasha and I last night.
Yeah. Spooky.
See if it's down there tonight.
Be careful.
Yeah. But anyway, appreciate you hanging around and listening to me rattle on as usual. Dogs are all freaking out back there. Mm-hmm. I think I see you, Sasha. Just here in a minute. She's gotten used to this thing now. She's all about it.
Yes.
So, anyway, I think we're going to roll with that.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give your thumbs up. You guys have a wonderful Sunday or Monday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.